Praise the Lord, all of you. This is Lalit Kumar Thakur, one of the teacher of Mount Olivet Senior Secondary School. Today's class, I will continue your writing section. Chapter 5, Short Story Writing. Introduction. In this chapter, we will study about short story writing, features of a story, format of a story, and some important points related to it. What is short story writing? Short story writing is an art. In fact, it is the oldest of all literary forms. Anyone can tell a story with a little care and planning. You can also write a story effectively. Next point, features of a good story. Starting. A story has beginning, a middle, and an end. If it is a complete whole, the transition from one stage to the next is not abrupt or sudden, but smooth and natural. Point 2. Background of action. A story must have a background setting in which the plot takes place. This background is usually set at the very beginning. It is sometimes done by the description of the place or time, etc. The atmosphere should be built up in such a way that the reader may see, hear, or feel it. Third, characters. When you decide to write a story, it is necessary to decide who will be in it. The people in a story are called its characters. Before you start to write a story, think about the characters you would need in the story. That is, what role will each character perform? Why is that characters important to the story? In what way are your characters similar or different? What can the characters learn from each other? The characters in a story should be active. They should not look like puppets in the hands of the storyteller. They should be lifelike and believable. Each character must have individuality with some distinctive features which distinguish one from others. Point 4. The beginning. How you begin a story is very important. The beginning should catch the attention of the reader and urge him to read on. A good beginning performs a dual function. It sets the scene for the action and the mood of the reader. Point 5th. 3 unities. A story has a number of events. Some of these events can be grouped together in a paragraph. There should be a unity of time, place, and action in the events happening narrated in a paragraph. Point 6. The middle part. The middle part of the story narrates the action. The events should be given strictly in the order in which they happened. One event should lead to the other. The transition should be natural and logical. A good story is amusing and interesting. It arouses the curiosity of reader who is eager to know what will happen next. Point 7. Plot. Once you have firmly decided on your characters and setting, you have to make theme come alive with the necessary details. Your characters have to do something. What your characters do is termed as the plot of the story. In order to make the plot exciting, it is necessary to add problems in the story. Point number 8. Direct speech. A story has an appropriate quantity of direct speech and reported speech. The use of direct speech helps to avoid monotony and boredom. It breathes fresh life into the story. At last, ending. A story must have a natural and definite ending. It should end naturally, not abruptly. It should give a feeling of completion and satisfaction. Now, some important points for you. You must have a clear idea of the plot of the story before you begin to write it. Plan the whole story, jot down the main points, arrange them in a sequence and in a paragraphs. Be clear about the beginning, the middle, the details, and the ending of the story. Begin the story without beating about the bush. A long introduction spoils the charms of the story. Develop the story eventually. The various parts should be neither too long nor too short. Do not put in irrelevant details at any stage. Exclude everything which either hinders the flow of the story or does not help it to move forward. Bring in variety by using different kinds of words and sentences. The sentences may be long or short. They may be different types of sentences like assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory, etc., or in different voices like active and passive, or of different narration like direct and indirect. If an outline is given, stick to the incidents to their sequence. No point should be left out. Supply the missing links if any. The conclusion of the story is as important as its beginning. The whole story must be led to the ending naturally. The ending should not be abrupt, nor should it come to too much of a surprise. The heading, if required, should be carefully chosen. The main characters, object, or incident of the story, or a well known proverb, or a quotation that suits the story may be chosen as the beginning heading of the story. Moral. Most of the stories are didactic. They teach sometimes, that is, they have some moral lesson. Give the moral at the end of the story. It is usually the proverb or quotation that sums up the story. Be consistent in the tenses used. Avoid mixing up the tenses. Remember that most of the outlines are given in the present tense, but stories are written in the past tense. Use simple and idiomatic language. Sentence linkers helps in continuity and coherence, but avoid repetition of the same word, especially the word limit. At last, format of story writing. Format of story writing have given you. Now you will follow your format very carefully. You will write your story according to your paragraph. You can write not only 1 to 5 paragraph, you can write more than that. At last, don't forget to put moral in the box. Today's explanation has over. I hope you have understood each and everything. Regarding writing section, now you can practice at home one by one. Diary, article, and short story writing. Next class of grammar section will start. Stay home, be safe. Thank you so much.